In Photoshop, I want to create a document that's got colourful lines, but vertically. So all of them are like red, green, blue, and all different colours vertically. So File and New. And the size of the document is going to be 1542 for the height. So go over here. Instead of using that, I'm just going to create a document that's going to be 100. I want my lines to be 100. And each of these lines are going to be like red or blue or green, etc. So create. You got this. Now I'm just going to go and fill it with the grey. So edit and fill. And I'm going with 50% grey. Click OK. Well, now I can go over here. Just go here. Click on that. And in using 7, which would be 128, that's the colour. 128, 120, 128. Just change it to 129. Then click OK. Then with that, just go the rectangle tool, and it could be any of the other tools, perfectly reasonable as well. Just apply a little rectangle, very, very small, or maybe use the brush tool. You could use that as well, because it will avoid this thing coming up. Sometimes it just comes up and you think, oh, I don't want that. And again, oh, just make sure it's just on that edge, just so it's just very, very small. You will not notice it when you actually generate the end result. So now if you go to Edit and Define Pattern, now you can see you get the pattern you want. Well, I want. It's got the width and also it's 100 as well for the height, which is what I want. So click OK. Now go and File and New, create the document. So I'm just going to go with the document I want. Create. Now I can go to Edit and Fill. So edit and fill. Now I could use different areas. You don't have to use the full design. You could maybe select a very small area. So instead of 50% grey, now I want the pattern. So go there to fill, custom pattern. And if you go over there, you can see now you've got a slightly thicker line there. So select that. Set script. Now you'd think that random fill, and I'm just going to show you random fill, click OK. And you can see the result of random fill. It's fine, but you see the lines are all, even though you think it would be right, rotate pattern not on, color randomness, scale factor, so it shouldn't be scaling anything, density 100, and you get this, which is not what I want. So a probably better option is edit and fill. And again, go script, make certain that's on. Sometimes it has a tendency to unselect itself, so make certain it's actually set on. And then go to brick fill, and then click OK, using the same pattern. Now this design looks really odd because the preview will show it like this. The previews in these scripts are not very good. They never show exactly what you get in the end. So pattern scale 1, spacing 0, offset between rows, and you can vary it. Just try it. See which one works best for yourself. Color randomness 1 and also 0 for the rotation. Don't want any rotation. Click OK. And now you get those lines. Now you'll see document there, File and New. 1050. So you should get 15. You've got 15 colourful rows. Now, of course, you don't have to use 100. I just use 100 because it's quicker. You could use 20 for the height. Perfectly reasonable as well. 10 for the height. But obviously, the more lines you have in that, the script will take longer to process. And for purposes of tutorials, it's obviously nicer to go with something like 100 so you can see that you just get 15 lines instead of 400 lines, which makes it harder to see. So once you've got that, you've got all your lines covered. Now, of course, you could say, well, I could create them just using the rectangle tool anyway. And you could simply go to the rectangle tool, apply colour, change the colour, apply again. But it's a really quite quick, easy way, especially if you've got 100 lines to create. Obviously, if you've only got 15, it's probably going to be just as quick just to create a shape and just repeat it all the way down and vary the colour. Well, once you've got that, you can apply filters and effects. So filter, maybe go down here to stylize, maybe go for oil paint. And you can apply stylize there, click OK, just to smear it in. Or maybe use filter and down to distort and wave. And you can see the result there, very jaggedy one. Maybe change the number of generators, change the wavelength, and you can create a nice sort of wavy design using those lines. And another option, of course, is that you can always undo that. Let's undo wave. You can select them. So select all those. Just select all. Just do that. And then Control C, Command C, depending on what machine you're on, and you paste it in. And then you can hold down the Shift and you can create these lines. And again, hold down the Alt Option key. You can drag and you can create repeat designs very quickly by, holding down Alt Option and dragging and duplicating it. And all those lines, of course, once you've done that, layer and flatten image. And you've got your even more lines. Obviously, it's repeating lines, so you've got the same. And then, of course, if you want, you think, oh, don't like those colours. I want them to be more red or green or maybe black and white. You can always go to Layer, maybe use New Adjustment Layers, or maybe go to Image, Adjustments, and maybe tweak it using Hue and Saturation. Just tweak the colours. You can see then, get a variety of different, or maybe go saturation like that, or change the lightness to fade it away, and click OK. And you can see you can create a range of different colours, colourful lines in Photoshop very quickly. Any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you much.